Yeah, I think you better advance.
I better advance. In identifying the problem statement, the problem is girls' learning outcomes are lower than boys across all levels of education. And this is true in many developing countries, specifically in sub-Saharan Africa and countries like Ethiopia. And this is something that the Imagine One Day organizational goal is for all Ethiopians to have access to quality education funded free of foreign aid by 2030. So it's really important to make sure that equality is part of the picture. It's working. So my stakeholder for this study were teachers. And so first looking in the knowledge domain, looking at some of the findings, instructional strategies, lack of English proficiency. It's actually a country that has 3 languages. So in the area I was, the local language is Tigrinya, and they have Amharic as the national language, and English. So this was really difficult. They don't have a lot of access to English. As far as motivation, teachers lack job satisfaction and commitment to expand their skill set. Really, salaries are so low in this area that actually in the interviews it revealed that many teachers were hungry. They're struggling to take care of their families. Many work other jobs. And one example was a principal who said he had gotten 40 computers from UNICEF. And out of 40 teachers, only 4 were willing to learn more about computers. As far as organization, it was found that several external forces were affecting girls' achievement. Traditional and cultural practices. Girls definitely have a heavier workload. That was validated throughout my research. And also there is still early marriage practices. There's a number of overage students in the system, and the curriculum is not aligned to the 8th grade examination. So, yes, sharing, so some of the knowledge solutions were to increase teachers' knowledge of their instructional strategies, to increase English proficiency, and also the achievement data was actually very, very low scores, but high passing rates. And so I really wanted to share, since passing rates is really one of their benchmarks, to also look at what are the learning outcomes. Okay, motivation. So increasing teacher job satisfaction. So improving community perceptions of teachers. They really felt like they weren't respected by community members. Providing non-salary incentives. Their pay is low, but there are ways that we could look at helping teachers with food subsidies, housing, and increasing teachers' value and expectancy to change instructional strategies. Getting them to understand why it would be valuable to make these changes, to be developing agency of schools teachers in the organization. So I want to get rid of that word secure, because the organization has done a lot of work in this area. However, it's really strengthening these, minimizing the number of overage students, really looking at the continuum of education, which in first grade, 20% of kids drop out, and aligning curriculum and instruction to the grade 8 national examination. And last but not least, organization-specific takeaways. The Imagine One Day organization works to empower communities to become self-sufficient in sustaining their schools. They don't see problems as deficits, they see problems as opportunities. So it's a challenging place, and everyone's smiling. You can see the beautiful girls and photographs there. And last but not least, takeaways on problem solving. Viable solutions vary across cultural contexts. So what would work here would definitely not necessarily be working in the context of Ethiopian schools. And problem solving works best when you involve and listen to all stakeholders' values and perspectives. So being there, we dance around the fire, you know, we eat tough, and we're really listening and engaged to what everyone has to say. I thank you.